millimeter. So on compass, put a radius of 48 millimeter like this, measure this 48 like this, and from here draw an arc of that radius. So it would appear like this. This is an arc of 48 millimeter distance like this, and these edges, this vertical edge fully visible. So draw those edges with the full line like this, and this is the bottom face of an object like this, and here it will be a straight line in rear view, in left hand side view. Here also straight line would be there. So this is the outline of its left hand side view. If you look from the left side, its outline would appear like this. Now these edges, this edge, this edge, this edge and this edge, all edges will not be visible in the left hand side view. Hence we have to draw all these edges with dotted line only, because it's not visible in front view. So for that, let me start from here. This edge starts from here, ends up to here, and the total length is known to us, that is 64 minus 22. So draw a line, straight line from here, and of course it's a dotted line. So join them with a dotted line like this, because that edge is not visible in left hand side view up to here, and from here to here height is 28 millimeter. So draw up to 28 millimeter height with the dotted line like this. It's a dotted line. Now in rear view, in left hand side view, this edge will also not visible. This edge, blue colored edge, it will be visible in left hand, in the right hand side view, but in left hand side view it would not appear. So draw this rectangle with dotted line, and height is 16 millimeter. So this height would be 16 millimeter, and join with the dotted line like this. So this rectangle is drawn. Now think about this rectangle, these two edges. We know this distance is 16, this distance is 16. So from this end at a distance of 16 millimeter, draw a dotted line, and here again at a distance of 16 millimeter, draw another dotted line. So this is right hand side view. Now this strip is still not visible in right hand side view, but it is there. So we have to represent this strip with dotted line. Width of this strip is 12 millimeter. So from here at a distance of 12 millimeter, draw a dotted line like this, which starts from this edge, ends to this edge, because strip is starting from here, ends to here. So this dotted line represent this strip 12 millimeter width. So again, this is left hand side view. You can write here name of view, left hand side view like this. Now third view that we have to draw, that is rear view. If you look from the rear side, the rear view would be exactly opposite to its front view. It would be mirror image of front view. So just draw the mirror image of this front view which we have drawn over here. It would appear like this. But in this case, it may happen that some of the lines may be visible and some of the lines may not be visible. Here all the lines which are visible may not be visible in rear view. So they should be drawn with the dotted line. It depends upon the shape of the object. Up till now, the outline would be alike in both the cases, in front view and in rear view. It would appear like this. And here arc is there. Arc with the radius 12 millimeter or diameter 24 millimeter. Draw the arc with the help of compass like this. So this arc would be visible like this. Now think about this edge. This is the edge. This edge is there. It is not visible in rear view. So that should be represented by dotted lines like this. So you can see here in front view this edge is visible, in side view, in the rear view this edge is not visible. Similarly, if you look from the rear side, this edge will also not visible. Hence this line should also be drawn with the dotted lines like this, because that edge is not visible in rear view, hence it's dotted line like this. Now think about this box, this edge and this center line. We know this center line is at a distance of 20 millimeter from here, so at a distance of 20 millimeter from this edge draw a center line, and from that center line at a distance of 8 millimeter draw dotted lines like this. So this view is the rear view of given object, rear view of an object. And in examination you have to insert the dimensions of all this object. It should be drawn like this, as shown over here. It should be drawn like this. This is drawn with better clarity. This is an object, you can see here, this is an object, and for this object various views are there: rear view, front view, left hand side view and top view. This is the solution of this question. Here also you can see these are the views which is asked in examination. Answer number 1A you should write like this with big letters, answer 1A, because students forget to write this. Front view as we have drawn, this is top view, left hand side view and rear view. Insert the necessary dimensions like this. This is 16 millimeter, this is radius 12, this arc is there, so arc should be denoted by radius parameter, not diameter. In given diagram or in given isometric view, here diameter is given, 24 is given, but in our case here radius we should write. We should not write this diameter 24, we should write like this, arrow and radius 12 millimeter, then 16 millimeter. Here also R8 is written, means radius is 8 millimeter. We should not insert like this, from this edge to this edge distance is 16 millimeter. That should not be written in the drawing. That is against the law of actual law of drawing the objects. In left hand side view these are the dotted lines. In dotted lines also you should take care like this. Whenever the dotted line turns like this, here dot should not be there. This line should be joined. Here the end point should be joined with two dots like this. And here also T mark should be there. Here also T should be there. So this is the dimension and solution of question number 1A, which is asked for 8 marks. Now we continue with question number 1B, which is asked for 5 marks. A square parameter, base side 30 millimeter and axis 8 millimeter long is lying on HP such that its base sides are equally inclined to vertical plane and one of its slant edge is perpendicular to horizontal plane. Draw its projections. So here square pyramid is given to us. As we know, in case of square pyramid, its top view would be square and its front view would be triangle. And here it is given that its base sides are equally inclined to vertical plane. It means that its top view would be a square in such a way that all 4 edges or all 4 sides of the square makes an equal angle, that is 45 degree with XY line. So we have to draw its top view in such a way that square makes an angle of 45 degree with XY line, and its top view, its front view would be a triangle with height 80 millimeter. So let me draw that object. It would appear like this. First draw an XY line as shown over here. After drawing this XY line, draw a square having side length 30 millimeter and all sides makes equal angle with vertical plane, hence that angle is 45 degree. So draw a square like this such that all these 4 sides are making an angle of 45 degree with XY line. This is given data. After that, take projections from this top view like this. Draw light vertical lines, that is projections up to XY line, and find out the apex point of this square. To find out the apex point, join its diagonals like this, from here to here, from here to here. So in top view it would appear like this. The top view of square pyramid would appear like this. Now to draw its front view, from this apex point draw a line like this, and height is known to us, the side length is given to us, that is 30 millimeter. You can insert that dimension like this. This is 30 millimeter and it's a square. You can write like this, SQ30. It means that it's a square having side length 30 millimeter. So this is a square. Now height is given to us. Height is 80 millimeter. So from here, at a distance of 80 millimeter, mark a point somewhere here. 80 millimeter means from here to here. Mark a point, and from that point pick up over here, and from that point draw lines like this. So this is the front view of given square pyramid. This height is known to us, that is 80 millimeter. So insert that parameter over here. Height is 80 millimeter. Now after drawing this front view and top view, read this data. In data it is given that till now we have drawn first line, a square pyramid of base diameter, base side 30 millimeter and axis 80 millimeter long is lying on HP, such that its base sides are equally inclined to vertical plane. Now next, one of its slant edge is perpendicular to horizontal plane. Now we have to draw this front view in such a way that one of its slant edge becomes perpendicular to horizontal plane. Means in front view the four slant edges are there, that is OA, OB, OC and OD. So we have to tilt this front view, this triangle front view, in such a way that any of one slant edge becomes perpendicular to XY line. So for that, let me draw like this. Name the endpoints. So this is point A, this is point B, point C, point D, this is apex point O. Similarly here apex point is O dash, here is A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash in front view. Now this is a slant edge, O dash A dash is a slant edge, O dash B dash C dash, O dash C dash and O dash D dash. Four slant edges are there. Suppose we can tilt any slant edge. Suppose we pick up this slant edge O dash A dash, and we have to redraw this triangle in such a way that O dash A dash becomes perpendicular to XY line like this. So draw a vertical line like this. Measure this distance O dash to A dash, that is nearly 84, or you can pick up from compass also. Measure this distance like this, right? And from here cut an arc over here. So here is the point, that is O dash point, and here is point A dash. Both are on straight vertical line. Now to find out position of point C dash, what should we do? So for that, let me take this distance as a radius, A dash to C dash as a radius, like this. A dash center, draw an arc like this. And similarly, C dash to O dash as a distance, as a radius, and O dash as a center, draw an arc like this, and both arc will cut at one point, and this is point C dash. Join this C dash with A dash like this. Join this C dash with O dash like this. So this is the front view of given pentagonal square pyramid, in such a way that this edge O dash A dash or slant edge is perpendicular to XY line or perpendicular to horizontal plane. This angle is 90 degree. And pick up this point D dash and B dash, measure this distance like this and cut it over here. So we do have 2 points over here, B dash and D dash, and join this B dash and D dash with O dash with straight line, and here axis would be there. So draw an axis like this. Its axis also we should draw like this, because here also axis would be there, but there is an overlapping of axis line, that is center line and solid line. So whenever two lines are there at the same space, we have to give priority to full lines. Hence center line would be hidden by this full line, and here center line would appear, which represents the axis of given solid. Now next, to draw its top view, let me take projection from here, projection from A dash, vertical line from point A dash and horizontal line from point A, both will cut over here. Horizontal line from point A, both will cut over here, that is point A, or you can name A1. It is up to you what name to be given. Now to find out position of point B, from B dash draw vertical line like this and horizontal line from point B like this, and both will cut at one point. This is the point, name that point as point number B1. Now point number C, for that draw vertical line from point C like this, horizontal line from point C like this, and both will cut at one point. This is point C1. Similarly for D, vertical line from point D dash and horizontal line from point D, both will cut at one point. This is point D1. Join all these points with a straight line. It would appear like this. So this would be its top view. But in this top view, the slant edges would not appear, as it is like this. O dash A dash is, this is here, O1 point is also there. Join O1 with D1, O1 with C1 and O1 with B1 with a full line. So it would appear like this. O1 with B1 like this, O1 with C1 like this, and O1 with D1 like this. So this is, and this AD and AB would appear. So this is its top view. In top view, these slant edges, this edge D1 B1, this line would not appear, that you have to trim it out, and this is the top view of given object. You can write the name of view like this. This is the top view. You can draw like this. This is the final answer of given problem. Here no line would be there, you have to trim that line. This angle is not known to us, but this angle is known to us. You can write like this. This angle is 90 degree because it's given that one of the slant edge is perpendicular to horizontal plane. You can write